Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Redhead Boo here, back with the next Disney Week video. So on Monday, I got back from my Disney cruise on the stunning Disney Fantasy. I was on it for 3 nights with Jade and oh my god, what an incredible time I had. Like, it was such an amazing trip and so nice to be back on a Disney Disney cruise line ship. So yeah, and of course, because it's me and because I love spending money, I bought quite a few things and I was also gifted quite a few things and obviously got bits for free. And then we also did, as part of the sailing, we did a thing on Facebook called A Secret Mickey, which was sort of like a Secret Santa but Disney related, and you got given someone and then you like told them what your favourite characters are, favourite movies, and then based on that they would get you little gifts. So I'll obviously be showing them in this haul, and I just hope that you all enjoy watching this video because I love filming hauls, and as someone who likes to watch hauls videos quite a few times as well, I just think this is the perfect opportunity to show you all the things that I bought and got given on the Disney Fantasy. So the first things are obviously what we got given, but the first thing I want to show in this haul, so obviously on this trip I knew there are so many different characters that I wanted to meet, and because I didn't really have like an autograph book, but I also couldn't really be bothered to buy one, I was like, what can I get that the characters can sign for me? And then I found on Etsy this, and it's a like wooden anchor, and I just thought it was perfect to get signed by all the characters. So I let the characters choose like where they wanted to sign. So I've got Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse, Captain Hook, Goofy, Princess Tiana, Cinderella, Minnie Mouse, Snow White, Pluto and Mulan. And yeah, I knew that I wanted to get this made, and I was so happy with how it turned out, and loads of people said what an amazing idea it was, and yeah, the characters just loved it. So yeah, it was a nice thing to do. It's just something a little bit different, and yeah. And then moving on to the things that I got for free. So I put them all in like my Disneyland Paris book. Disneyland Paris bag. So the first thing is something we got given in our stateroom on Pirate Night, which is this. So you get given a pirate bandana to wear, or like, because I'd already planned out my costume, I knew that I wasn't going to wear it, so I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to take it home and use it for something else, I think. But yeah, it's super cute. I absolutely adore it. I might even put it on my dog for Halloween because then she can be a pirate. But yeah, it's just super cute. And I was so happy when I saw these on the bed when I went into the stateroom that evening. Well, that day even. The next thing that we sort of did for free was one of the animation classes, because on the Disney Magic I knew that these things were like real, but I always wanted to try it, and we drew, well, I apologise Mickey, but we drew Mickey Mouse, and this was my drawing of him. I mean, it's not the worst drawing I've seen, but it's also not the best, so yeah. But it was really fun, and it was nice to give it a go. So yeah, it just, I really enjoyed it actually, and I do think I would do it again. So yeah. And then the next thing, one of the activities that we took part in was to build Forky from Toy Story 4. And Forky is one of my favourite characters. I just love him. I think he's ace. And when I saw on the app that there was a workshop where you could make your own Forky and then obviously like take it home, and this is mine. I think he's really, really cute, and I just think he's really funny, and I think I did quite a good job actually to say that I'm not the most creative person out there. But yeah, he's really cute, and I think I'm just gonna like stand him in my room and just display him because yeah, he's mine and I love him a lot. So yeah, very happy with him. And then because this was the very first sailing where I was a silver member, well, I didn't get given this on the cruise because my friends Emma and Kian got me it for Christmas, but it's what's inside that I can now show. So this was our key, well, my key to the world card. It's really cute, and now I have two because obviously I did the magic and the fantasy, and it's really adorable. Like, I love it, and it'll just always remind me of the best ship because I mean, I'm not going to go into detail now because there will be a video like further along, but I do think this ship was better than the Magic. Like, obviously the Magic has my heart because it was the first ship I ever sailed on, but there was something incredible about the Disney Fantasy. So yeah. The next thing I can show, so we made friends with Kira and Flip. So if you girls are watching, hi. And they pixie dusted us because I pixie dusted them. And one of like our gifts, I think all the others are downstairs, I completely forgot to get them, is this little lanyard pouch. And it's Disneyland Paris and it's Chip and Dale, who sadly weren't on our cruise, which was a shame because obviously I wanted to see them and like show them my tattoo, but they weren't there, which is really sad, and neither was Daisy. But to be honest, every single character meet sort of like lived up to the expectations, so it was still like super magical to like meet my favourite characters. So yeah, it's not the end of the world, just gives me an excuse to sort of go back on one. I've got pixie dusted these two bookmarks. So one says "You fell asleep here" and it's Olaf from Frozen 2. And then this one says "Reading is the bubbles" and it's Ariel. I just thought that's really nice. I got pixie dusted this pen, which I think it is Daisy Duck. Yeah, so it's really cute. And then on the very last day, well, the very last night, you get given a luggage tag, regardless of if you like walk your luggage off yourself or you just leave it outside the room for like it to be taken off the ship anyway. And for some reason, I got Donald again. And yeah, I was just so happy. I think it was because of my Loungefly bag and the fact that Donald is my number one because he is. So yeah, I just thought that was incredibly cute. And yeah, thank you to our amazing stateroom host for leaving Donald. I got quite a few sweets from people. One of them was from my secret Mickey, which was the Millions, and hands down I love Millions, and like the bubblegum flavour is my favourite, so I'll definitely be enjoying these at some point. And then I got given this bag of the mini versions of the giant Haribo strawberries, which I love, and then a little Freddo bar as well. So yeah, lots of nice little sweeties. And then I pixie dusted one of my shoulder parrots and the silver lanyard because obviously already had one, so I didn't really see the point in keeping it. And I got given this, I think it's like a coin purse, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure. I think it is a coin purse. And oh, dramatic. And it's Minnie Mouse. So yeah, very cute. I might just shut the curtains, so bear with. Apologies for the change of scenery. I got disrupted, so I just thought I'd come and continue the haul in here. So yeah, I got this, I think it is a coin purse from a family that I like pixie dusted. Some things that I already had from the sailing, so I didn't really want to keep them. So yeah, I just think it's incredibly cute, and I do think it is a coin purse. And then I also got like, I want to say it's like a wallet that you can put on a lanyard, because it looks very much like a lanyard. And again, Minnie Mouse, so incredibly cute. So I am like super grateful to anyone on this trip who like pixie dusted me, and especially like to my secret Mickey as well. Can't quite remember the name of the person who got me in the end, but like the stuff that I got was absolutely incredible. Have I left? I might have left one of the items from my secret Mickey in the other room. Yeah, I think I have. So I'll continue the haul, and then I might have to do it in like 3 parts. So I apologise for how chaotic this is. But yeah, so 2 of my secret Mickey gifts, which I am incredibly grateful for, is, and I didn't expect to get this. So one was a Funko Pop, and obviously if you guys know me, you know that like Donald Duck is my all-time favourite Disney classic character, and he has been now for like, I want to say 7 years, since 2018 I think. And I got this, and it's like a dapper Donald Duck. I was just like, that is adorable. Like, how can I not love that? So, don't really know where I'm gonna put him because, yeah. And then I got given this like print of Moana, and Moana is a very special character to me. She's just everything that I live for. And obviously like the connection I had with my vocal coach with like the Moana track, obviously my tattoo. So yeah, it just meant a lot to me that I actually got given something Moana, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't really have a lot of like Moana related items. So now that I do, it's great. And now moving on to the stuff that I bought on this trip. But before I do, there is one item that I got given, because obviously I am now a silver member. Well, I was after the Magic. And because it was like my first official cruise as a member, I got given this. And it is the Castaway like beach bag. I did use it by the pool. I absolutely love this. Like, I was sort of expecting to get like the sling bag, because that's what the sailing before us got. So literally when I got to the room and I saw that, I was just like, oh my god. Because to be honest, I didn't really pack a beach bag, because the one that I originally bought was too small. So in the end I didn't get one, and then when I got into the room and I saw that it was that laying on the bed, I was so happy. So yeah, but before I start showing like what merch I got, I will say this now, the merch selection on this sailing was not the best. There were a few items that I've had to order off eBay, so yeah. But I did use the dollars that I didn't spend, because I knew I would spend them anyway. So technically, I've still used my cruise monies. They sort of do still count. So like the plushes, there was only Daisy and Goofy. They didn't have the mini statue. That is one of the things that I have ordered. And they didn't have the best merch selection. I mean, I sort of got the things that I really wanted, but yeah, I did sort of have to, like, I wasn't too fussed about the merch that was in the shop. Like, I didn't want to just buy stuff for the sake of it. So yeah. So obviously, to start with what I'm wearing, so these technically weren't the ears that I was planning on buying. However, I did see so many people wearing these, and I thought, you know what, because I'm going to be wearing my red denim jacket, I just thought these were ideal to wear on the very last night with my outfit, and they actually looked really, really cute. So I was very happy with that. And these are the ears I wore when I met, I want to say it was Minnie, Captain Minnie, on the final night, which was a very special, incredible meet. Even though I was drunk when I met her, it was just so adorable, and yeah, I loved that meet so much. So the next two items I'm going to show are the plushes that I bought on the ship. So obviously, because there was only Daisy and Goofy, those were the two that I bought. So I bought Daisy and Goofy on night one because obviously I needed a plush to like sleep next to on the ship. And obviously, like, Daisy is my girl, and I do already have Mickey, Minnie and Donald, so I just thought I've got to get these two. And obviously, if you have seen my posts or my special video that I made, I actually bounded as this version of Goofy. So because I knew I was bounding as him, I sort of was like, I have to meet him and like buy him, and I did, and it was really, really cute. So yeah, I love this plush a lot. I love both of my plushes, like they are very cute, and I sort of did like sleep next to both of them on the ship. So yeah, very adorable. The next two items that I will be showing are the two pieces of clothing that I bought. So I love a Disney t-shirt. Like, my whole wardrobe is literally just Disney t-shirts. And there was a few that I saw that I wasn't like mad about. There was one that was like just 2025, which I was a bit like, I'm not really a fan of that. And then there was one that I had seen online that I was like, that's really cute, but they didn't have it in a size small, which is the size I was originally going to get. But it's this one, and I got it in a size medium, and it just says Disney Fantasy, and it's gold. And then, yeah, on this sleeve, I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera, but it's got the Disney Cruise Line logo. Yeah, that's not showing up the best, apologies. But yeah, it's really such a nice material. I have already wore it, and I think I wore it on Disembarkation Day as well. So yeah, it was just very, very cute, and I just knew that I had to get it. And then obviously, it's me, so would it really be a Disney trip if I didn't buy myself a new Spirit jersey? And lo and behold, I absolutely adore this Spirit jersey. Like, it's so cute. It's got like Mickey, and actually it's got Sorcerer Mickey, so it gets a thumbs up from me. And it's not just like all white like my magic one was, so it's got all white, and then it's got like navy, and then on the back it says Disney Fantasy, and it's got Dumbo on it. Like, how cute! I love the Spirit jersey so much. I have already wore it, and it is very, very cozy, like all of the others that I own. And yeah, I'm just extremely happy with it, and I love a Spirit jersey, so yeah. The next two items I'm going to show are the two magnets that I bought from this trip. So I was technically only planning on buying one, but the one I bought, I absolutely adore it. And then the other one, I just saw it and was like, I just need it. So the first one is this one, and it's just of the ship, which I think is incredibly cute. I don't think it has the name of the ship, but I do know it is the ship. And then this one, which I fell head over heels in love with when I saw it, and I don't know how well it's going to show up. Let me try. I dropped it. I'll try hold. So it's Captain Mickey. There we go. Captain Mickey, and this was super adorable. I just saw it and was like, I have to have it, like I've got to. And then there was one item which I could not find anywhere in the shops, and I think it was night 3. I went back in the shop to try and get that t-shirt, went over to the counter and just happened to see the item that I had been searching all over the ship for, and it's this. It's the Disney Fantasy Christmas tree decoration. As soon as I saw it, I was like, I need it. I need it in my life. And it did cost me $26.99, but you know what? It is something that I will treasure for the rest of my life, and it does actually say the Disney Fantasy on it, and I just, yeah, I'm keeping this in the box till I can put it on my Christmas tree because it's just adorable. And then the final few items are all of my Disney pins that I bought. So the first one that I bought was again to do with a very special memory for me on the ship. So not only did I bound as Goofy in his sailor costume, but because technically like Donald and Goofy's are very similar in like colours and what they wear, so I decided, because I was bounding as Goofy and that Donald has the same clothing, that I would bound as Donald. And I actually met him in my bound, literally met Donald, met Goofy, and then ran up to the deck and met Donald. And my God, that meet was so special. He loved my bound, he loved my outfit, and he was just very cute. And then I saw this pin in the shop and I was like, I'm gonna do it, because I needed something to remember the incredible meet by, and yeah, loved it. So the next one that I am going to show is again another memory from a very special character meet for me. So on this trip I managed to book me and Jade a spot for the Royal Gathering. So we did this on the second morning, and we got Mulan, Cinderella, Snow White and Princess Tiana. And as a child, my favourite princess was Cinderella. So when I saw it was her, I was like, oh my God, because I was just like, she is my favourite. And I literally walked up to her when I met her and I said that like she was my favourite princess, because she was. And I got an incredible photo captured by the PhotoPass photographers, and it was me hugging her. And I was just like, I sort of want to get a pin or something to like symbolise. And then I stumbled across this in the shop and I was like, I'm gonna have to buy it because it's just too cute not to buy. The next pin, because again, it's to do with another character, and this character was, I want to say she was the first one we met on the ship, and technically the last as well, apart from the 2 meets I did after the See You Real Soon show. And it's Captain Minnie! And like, she's got the steering wheel and she's just adorable, and like, she was technically the only character I got interaction with on the Sail Away party, which was incredible. I'm so glad I finally got to see a Sail Away party because it was just magical. And then the final 2 pins. So this pin, I didn't actually realise when I bought it, but it was actually in the sale. So I think on Pirate Night they sold quite a few pins, and I happened to see this pin and what character it was, and I was just like, I need it. And it is Scrooge McDuck dressed as a pirate for Pirate Night, and I was just like, you know what, I'm getting it. I just have to. I've got to. And then the final, technically the final item, apart from what I'm going to show after, and it is a very special one. So I managed to go on the Aqueduct on the Fantasy, and I knew that they had like a pin of the Aqueduct with Donald on it. And I was going to get that one, but I think it sold out on our sailing. And to be honest, the only one I sort of saw which reminded me of like a slide or like a lazy river or something was this one. And it's Chip and Dale on like a raft, I want to say, and it is incredibly, incredibly cute. But yeah, that was everything that I bought. So now I'm going to go and find my final bit of my secret Mickey, and then when I do, that's when I'll film the outro. So I'll see you all in a second. So this is the final item that I will be showing, and it is from my secret Mickey. Apologies that it might not show up as well as I planned, and it's this. So this is going to be so hard to do. But it's a, there we go. It's a necklace with my name in it, but also like in the Disney font. And when I opened this, I was like, that is so cute, because I wasn't expecting as much stuff as I got from my secret Mickey. So if by any chance my secret Mickey is watching, just thank you so much. Again, just like, thank you Jade for coming, for the memories. Thank you to Heather and Roni, I think your names are, who were sat on our table in the dining. You girls were so lovely to chat with, and yeah, who knows, maybe one day we'll all go to Disney together. And yeah, just thank you to anyone who said hello to me, who I spoke with. Just thank you for such an incredible time on the Disney Fantasy. Like, what I love about the Disney cruises is the community, and like the sense that everyone is there because they love Disney, but they also love cruising. And yeah, like, you just meet the best people, and I won't ever forget this incredible trip. This is not the final video because I have so many more coming up, and yeah, just thank you once again. But if you did enjoy this haul, please do not forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all very soon with a new video. But for now, this is Redhead Boo signing off. Bye!